Hey guys, so as promised, I wanted to do the video for the rose tray, and so I need to make a couple of them up for some orders, so I figured I would go ahead and do the video for you guys real quick. I did have the beginning part of this video recorded, and somehow or another it got deleted, so I apologize. All I did was I took some black holographic glitter and some purple holographic glitter, mixed it with some UV resin, and I put it in around the outside edge of the tray mold and cured it. That's all I did. I made sure I did both sides, okay? I did 2 layers. I did 1 layer, cured it, and then did another layer on top of it and cured it. So, that's all I did, literally. Then I got my rose sticker that I chose out and put it aside. Gonna do this one next as well. Now, as these trays are getting done and they're cured and stuff, they will be going on my eBay store for sale if anybody's interested in purchasing them after I get them made here. You see in this video, in my description for my channel, I made sure that I listed my eBay username on there, so that way you could look me up on eBay. I tried to figure out a way to actually link my eBay page to YouTube, and I can't figure out how to share it. So I did make sure I put my username, my account name, or whatever you want to call it, in my YouTube account information description, along with the Into Resin discount codes and all that other stuff. So I will try to make sure that I remember to also put that in my description of all of my videos as well. So then that way you guys don't have to go hunt through anything to try to find it. So my next thing now is I got some resin mixed up here in a little cup, and I'm probably going to have extras from this, but that's fine. I think what I'm gonna do is, if whatever resin I have left over from this, I'm gonna end up putting it in a coaster mold, and I want to try to do a little bit of experimenting with some, different stuff. So we're gonna do this real quick, and then we're going to use the rest of the resin to tinker around and do some experiments. I just want to show you this real quick so you guys can see how I did it, because I know a lot of people are asking me how I did them. And so I got my cling wrap here. I already cleaned my tray mold out with some tape. I just keep checking my camera because I want to make sure that it's not shutting off on me and that I'm still in frame for you guys. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is, after I just said that I use the tape to get the stuff out, you guys. You know how that works. Oh my goodness. And I'm too fussy. I'm gonna sit here and make sure I get it. I'm not trying to make stuff and then have it messed up if I can help it. Obviously there's stuff you can't predict and help, but if I can help it, I'm going to. So I'm just gonna clean that off real quick, whatever it was. Alright. I'm just going to put that right there in case I need it again. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of resin in the bottom of my tray here. I'm going to take my sticker, and some people take the plastic, you know, sheeting off the back of the sticker part when they're doing things. I tend to not. I mean, it's not going to really matter either way. So I just take my sticker and I place it down on there. I try to get it the best I can center wise. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be perfect, but do the best you can. Then I just take my little silicone tool and I kind of smooth it out. And yes, I know a lot of people put their stickers or their resin down and then they put their sticker in, but I actually do it opposite. I put my sticker down, I stick it down really good, and then I put my resin over top of it. I find I get less bubbles when I do it that way. Obviously, your preference, your choice, you do how you like, but I'm just showing you how I do it, okay? So then I take my resin, stay, stinker, and I just put a thin layer on here because you don't want like a lot, right? Because you're going to, you just want enough really to cover this part right here. And so I'm just gonna dump a little bit here. Oh, I did put this is like 2 ounces of resin, and like I said, it's gonna be way more than what I need for this, I think, anyhow. But I did put one single little drop of the Marabou Rainbow Alcohol ink in here whenever I was mixing it up. I mean, one single tiny drop, because anybody knows that anybody that's used the Marabou, they can attest to this, that stuff can take over so quick, just like the crushed crystal. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff, with the crushed crystal and the Marabou alcohol ink, the rainbow. So I literally just put one tiny single drop in with the 2 ounces. Now I'm just spreading this around. I'm only mainly worried about trying to get this centerpiece here that the rose is sitting on. If some of it goes down onto where the glitter is, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Who cares? It's not gonna make or break you guys. Just kind of do the best you can to spread it out on, because it is gonna spread out onto the glitter part anyhow when you put the cellophane or the cling wrap on. So it's gonna get over on your glitter part anyhow. But my main thing is just trying to get it spread out kind of evenly on here first, okay? And after getting some much needed advice from a friend and fellow YouTuber, I wasn't really under the understanding that you could get in trouble for having like Netflix and stuff on in the background while, you know, if you're doing videos and stuff. But I guess it could become a copyright issue. So I stopped doing that. I literally have YouTube videos playing in the background now of other people that I know, YouTubers. So I apologize again if the background noise bothers you or irritates you. I am working on it, I promise you. I am getting better, And if any of you watch my videos regularly, I'm sure you could tell that I'm doing better, because it's not as loud in the background as it was before. Also, I did get an email today from the place that we've been interested in getting, and we have a really good chance of getting the house. So we are really super excited, because this place is going to be set up perfect for us and for me to do my resin. I'll have literally a whole room in a whole section room in the house to be able to do it. So that's amazing. And I'm just crossing my fingers that they give us the 100% go ahead, that the house is ours. We can go sign some paperwork and get it going, you know? So everybody out there, cross your fingers and toes, because we need this luck. We need this. I don't ask for much in life, and I'm the type of person, anybody that knows me knows, I give, and this is one time I need help. So cross your fingers and toes and keep me in your thoughts and prayers. So I just spread that out, give it a quick torch. Then we are going to take, I see a little hair, I'm getting it now. Got you. All right. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the cellophane cling wrap, if I can get it off here. This is a new roll. I haven't even used it yet. So to try to find the end to get it off of here. Oh my, you guys. I'm sorry, I should have been better prepared and made sure I had this done before I started this video. Is there like, I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. I found it. So I'm just gonna take a piece of the cling wrap and pull this part off, because I got it all tore up from trying to get it off there. Put that over there because I can use it for smaller stuff. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece, we're gonna rip it off, straighten it out a little bit because I got it all kinds of messed up. Then I'm gonna take one more little look here before I put this on here. Make sure I don't have anything else. I apologize about me sniffling, you guys. This weather has been so awful, and because of my treatments and everything, my immune system's just crap all the time, and I'm constantly getting sick. Okay, so, and I apologize if anybody seen some of the not so nice comments that were left on one of my videos. If the comments offended anybody, I did my best to keep an eye out and make sure I was going in and deleting the messages as soon as they were being posted. Like I was saying in my comments, I'm not worried about anybody saying anything to me that would offend me. My main worry was that somebody else was going to read it and take offense to it as well. So I made sure that I did my best to stay on top of it and make sure that they weren't staying on there any longer than they had to. I went in and deleted them as soon as they were being posted. So, and like I said, I apologize if anybody did see it and get offended before I had a chance to. I just want you to know that's not what my channel is about. And I'm not like that. That's why I made sure I got it taken care of as soon as possible. But we're going to take this cellophane and I'm just going to kind of pick it up and then just lay it down on here. And we're just going to kind of scrunch it up a little bit. Now these windows here where the sticker is not, right? That's where you really want your scrunching to be more noticeable than behind the rose even, right? Because the rose is going to be covered. The rose part here, you're not going to see anything behind it. So these little windows, as I call them, where you are gonna see more of, is where you really want to make sure that you got some nice little crinkles in there, that cute little like velvet effect. And I just keep lifting it up. If I see like any chunks of bubbles that are forming and coming through, alright. Alright, how about that? We got ourselves some crinklies going here. Alright guys, and that's literally all I am gonna do here. I'm gonna wait for this to cure. And then once this cures, we will take the cling wrap off and we will then do the next step. But until this cures, this is all we can really do with it. And I will put this on my heat mat once we're done messing around with the other stuff here. So I'm just going to put this aside for now. This is the other beautiful sticker that I'm going to do on the next tray. We're not going to do that one right now, but the next tray that I do, I'm going to do this one here. I really like this one other sticker, but they are kind of wider, and that's my fear, is I don't want to trim them down. So I think what I'm gonna do is wait. Here's the other two, and see how they're a little bit wider. And so to put them on one of these smaller trays, it would take up pretty much the whole entire centerpiece. Plus then I would have to do some kind of trimming that it wouldn't lay over the edges of the inside. So yeah, I got something in mind for these ones, but for right now we are just going to, I mean, look how beautiful them stickers are. They're gorgeous. But I'm going to, I have some other project in mind for these. Alright, so now that we got that done, I'm gonna put this aside because this has got to go on the next tray that I'm making. But for now, we're gonna have a play. We got quite a bit of resin left in here, and I think I'm gonna take out my little play mold here. And we're going to tinker around with some stuff. We're going to do a little bit of experimenting. And I decided that since I have so much of that other resin left that won't cure right, that's what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it for like experimenting, because it will cure enough that you can get it out of molds, but it don't like full hard cure. So we can still use it to experiment with stuff. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do some experimenting with that resin. Alright, so one thing we are going to want to do is we want to get a cup, and we want to put some of this resin in a cup, because we're going to want some, like, for us to have some white, because we're going to try some like blooms, but we're going to try some like different kinds of blooms, guys. So we're just going to put enough in the bottom of each of these coasters here. Let's do this one because it's a bigger one. And if I had to put you guys on like a brief little pause, you know what? Oh, I want to do more than 2, but I'm not going to have enough resin to do more than 2. If I want to use resin to mix up other different colors and stuff like I wanted to. And nuggets. Alright, well, we're just going to do the 2 for now. And then we can make another video when I can go make up some more resin, and we can do some more on the other 2. So I'm just taking my stick and I'm pushing out the resin to all the edges, just trying to get it all the way around the bottom of the coaster here real quick. And since we're just, you know, experimenting and playing around, I'm not like worried about them being completely perfect with that, you know, without any bobbles or whatever, you know what I mean? We're just playing around. So I mean, obviously I'm gonna try to do my best to get some of them out, but if there happens to be some in there, I'm not gonna sit here and fuss over it for an hour trying to get them all out or nothing. Let's see. Get out of there. There's some big ones in there. That's what I was trying to get out. I don't really care about the little ones, but if there's big ones, I'm trying to get them because I don't want it like affecting, like putting a big hole in the other side. How they do sometimes. Alright. So I know one thing. One specific thing I want to try, and get off of there, you stink. That's a big one. Like the big ones I don't want. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have some big ones in, there's not going to be anything I'm going to do about it, because even though this is my play mold, I don't want to totally destroy it and burn the heck out of it either. Okay. Oh, I keep finding these really big ones, you guys. I can't wait until I get my vacuum chamber. I really, really cannot wait. I'm so excited about it. Alright, so in this one we want white. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my white, ocean white. I think like 2 drops. Because I just need like a base layer. Or a base white. That was probably too much even, because there's not even, yeah, that's pretty, that white's pretty heavy. Let's put a little bit more resin in there to kind of thin that white down just a little bit. It was a little bit more opaque than I wanted it to be. That ocean wave white whatever pigment, it's very pigmented, so like I keep forgetting you don't need a lot of it. It's still pretty heavy, it's still pretty opaque, but that's okay, we're just tinkering. So alright, so one mold or one coaster, I gotta put a little bit more in this one, because this one, the edges, it keeps running away from the edges, so I know there's not enough in it. So the one coaster I want to try to do a bloom in, but I'm going to do a bloom with a twist, because I want to make I want to do one with like some Aurora powder mixed into the white. So let's get a purple. I'm just grabbing whatever colors I grab first. I'm not gonna like sit and dig for colors. I'm just kind of going with it, you guys. So I got purple, pink, and close your eyes and grab turquoise. Well, that's what we're doing. So let's shake these up a little bit. I just closed my eyes and started grabbing, you guys. So this is what we come up with. We got a turquoise, we got a pink metallic, and a purple. So this is, alright, so what color should we do in order? Alright, let's do oop, jeez. Let's do the purple first in the center. Look how beautiful. Let me grab a wipe so that way I can clean up my mess. It's not, so it don't stain my mat. Whoop. Jeez. Alright, then we're gonna take the pink metallic. Oop. Oh no! Why is it doing that? Oh no, you guys. You know what? I'm gonna have to clean that tip out, I think. I think the metallic stuff is sticking in the nozzle. And something's going on because a bunch of like powder came out all over. Oh my goodness. Well, good thing this wasn't like for anything important, huh? We'll take some green. And put it around here. And then we're gonna take our stickity stick and just kind of swirl it around a little bit. We're gonna mix some of the colors a little bit along the edges, just so, not to like blend them necessarily, but just to kind of move it around. Oh boy. That's gonna be ugly. And then we're going to, I wanted to try, really it's not even about those colors. It's about me wanting to try to mix some of the Aurora colors. Where I need another cup. And we're gonna put the regular white over there a second. But I'm gonna take some clear and we're going to mix some of the Aurora powders inside of that. Just to see if it like makes any difference, like with the bloom. I'm so curious to try all these different ideas and experiments, and so I thought that'll be the perfect thing to do with the rest of that resin that I can't use to do any like real projects with. I can just use it to do experimenting and stuff with it. So I'm gonna take this. It's got like some Auroras in it. Let's put a tiny itty speck of blue in there too. I just basically want to see how it will bloom, if it'll bloom or not, and like what it looks like if it's gonna bloom. Like this is gonna be a stinking nightmare. But alright, now how do we want to do it? Do we want to lay it out like petal, or do we want to do like this, try to do a little spirally and pull it in? We're just gonna go for it, guys. Alright, just doing whatever. I don't care if it's pretty or not. I just kind of want to see, you know, if it's gonna do anything fun or not. And this one still keeps pulling away from that edge. Alright, now with the next one, what I want to do is I want to take the white, the regular plain white, and I want to lay down some petals first. Like, lay down just some, you know, do this kind of thing. I don't care, I'm just like putting whatever wherever. Remember, this is just experimenting to see how, if certain things will work or not. Now we are gonna take, after we get all these, oop, well, that was going there, I guess, huh? We're gonna just do, that one was a big thick one, dang. Alright, now I'm gonna take I'm gonna put that over here out of the way for a second. Then I'm gonna take this one that we mixed up that has the Aurora powders in it. And I'm gonna go in between and around where we put the white. Basically, I want to see if it's gonna still bloom with the Aurora powder in it, and if it does, that would be so awesome, you guys, because can you imagine the cool flowers and the cool effects that we could do in the blooms? Woohoo, yeah. Okay. Let's get that over there. And then, alright, so, then I want to take, alright, we don't want these colors again. Let's magic close my eyes and pick a different color this time. Oh my goodness. So we got purple, red, and forest green. What in the world, you guys? We got another set of purples and another set of greens. So I'm like literally just going to just randomly, I'm not putting it in no pattern or no nothing. I'm just whatever, wherever. And then here comes the green. And we're going to put it in between here. Looks like Christmas. Woohoo! Look at that, you guys. Looks like Christmas. There we go. Now we'll see what that does. Like, if how it's gonna bloom or whatever. If it does bloom, if it don't bloom. And now I see this is starting to come together and bloom out a little bit. So I'm gonna take my stick and pull these down, and then I'm going to, there we go. I think I'm gonna go one more in. It looks like it's working, you guys. It looks like it's moving out, and like, so, you know, it's like blooming with the Aurora powders in it. So can you imagine if I actually took my time and did it nice? I think it would actually turn out pretty. But now what are we gonna do with all this leftover? Yeah, we're gonna just go for it. Right? Whatever. I just wanted to see if it was gonna bloom with the Aurora powders or not, and obviously it is, because we can see that on this one here that it's actually gonna bloom. So we're just gonna play around with the rest of it or whatever here. Oh no, what are we gonna do with all this? Well, let's take this that's left over in this cup. And I slopping stuff everywhere. That is blooming really good with that Aurora powder, you guys. That's awesome. I'm literally just tinkering. It's really not like any rhyme or reason at this point. Just tinkering. Alright. So, we'll see what that does. But let's take the rest of what we got in here and just put it inside of this cup. I love these cups, you guys, because boy, I'll tell you what, you can scrape every inch of resin out of these cups and they clean up so nice. Like, you can scrape all the resin out and then you just take a little bit of alcohol, spray on the inside of there, and a baby wipe, and boom, your cup is clean and ready for the next catastrophe I make. But I've been wanting to kind of tinker around and see, you know, if you could mix some of them Aurora powders to make, if they would bloom the same, you know, because I have some ideas if it does work, you know, so I wanted to try to see if it would work or not, and it is. I mean, it looks like it's blooming way nicer even than when I use like the regular stuff to do blooms to begin with. I mean, you guys seen how fast it was spreading and blooming. That's awesome though. So awesome. And it definitely started spreading out and blooming way faster and nicer than the bloom paste. So, woo, look at that. What are we gonna do with this? It's mostly white with a itty tiny bit of, well, I mean, you can't even really see the Aurora or anything really in it at this point. It just looks white. So, we can let's yeah, that's not gonna be enough for that. So, shnikes, guys. I don't know what to do with the rest of this. little bit here. Because it's not really enough to do anything spectacular with. You know what? We're gonna take, now, we're gonna use some let's take a little bit of this purple interference. And mix it up. Let's see. Ooh, pretty. Okay. There's a nice, pretty interference purple in there. Yeah, that's pretty. Do we want to mix another color in there too? Other than purple, so that it has a little bit of something else. Let's do some of the gold. I don't think I ever used any of the gold interference before on any, not this one anyhow. I've used other gold interference, but I've not used this one before, so let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it didn't really do anything, you guys. I don't know. It didn't do anything. Wow. Well, that pooey. So I'm just gonna take these and I mean I wanted to, like, I was hoping there'd be some other color in there other than that, because that looks awful. How about, you know what? We're just gonna take a little bit of this purple alcohol ink and mix in there with that purple interference. And put it in these molds. Yeah, see, now that looks prettier because it has like almost a pinky hue to it, but you can still kind of see like that there's an interference powder in there. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's not level, you guys, because of the crinkle in my table. And this isn't gonna fill this up either. It's just gonna like barely put a layer on it. But this was a test that I was doing on the grinder because one of my subscribers gave me a really good suggestion for trying to prevent the bubbles down in the the points of the grinder. So she said to maybe try using UV resin down in the points, because then that way it might help prevent getting bubbles in your points. So I'm trying it. I put UV resin down in all the points and cured it. So now I want to see if that'll help. If it does, oh my gosh, you have no idea. She's gonna be a lifesaver, a game changer, because it is really hard to get all them little points in the bottom of this grinder without getting any kind of bubbles. And then like when you demold it, some of your points are missing sometimes. No matter how much you sit there and you poke at it and you fight it and everything, it's very, very hard. I did the whole alcohol, and I've sat and played with it for ever to try to make sure that there was no bubbles getting down in there, and there still would get bubbles down in there. So I'm hoping that maybe this trick will work. So far, I'm gonna be real honest with you, so far from what I can see on the other side, on the underneath of it, it does look like all, that they're mostly all filled. So we'll see. But yeah, there we go. We got another layer on the grinder, the tester grinder. And I'll let you guys know if this works, because if this works, then you guys will know then that's how, a trick you can do yourselves to make sure that your points are turning out. See, when I look underneath, I don't know if you guys will be able to see without me dumping the resin everywhere, but when you look up underneath here where all the little points are at, it looks like they're all filled in. So cross your fingers. Look how beautiful that, guys, that would be a beautiful Christmas bloom right there. Beautiful Christmas bloom. It's probably all fudged up underneath of it because I was doing whatever, but I mean, if you did that red and green like that with that pretty interference powder mixed in for your bloom, like actually tried to make a pretty bloom, oh my goodness, you guys, that would make a gorgeous Christmas bloom. I'm gonna have to try it now, like for real, to see what they turn out to look like. but I'll have to do it in my nice coaster set and not my junky play one. Alright, you guys, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. And instead of me sitting here blabbering on to you guys forever like you're sitting here with me. But I do appreciate you coming and watching the video and checking out my experiments and watching how I make my rose trays. So, if you guys have any comments or questions or suggestions, you're more than welcome to leave them in the comments below. And, we'll be back whenever the rose tray cures and we can do the next step on it. And then, when these cure, I will put just whatever leftover resin I have from whatever as a background on the back of these, just so we can demold them and see what it's like. And then, yeah. So, I'll see you in a little bit, guys. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Thanks for coming and joining me on my crazy experiments. Alright, guys. So, we're back. And so, what happened was, I apparently thought that my camera was going, and it wasn't. So, the whole second part of the tray video wasn't recorded when I thought it was. So, that tray that initially was in the first part of this video is actually done and cured and finished. And, I'll show you here real quick. This is the tray finished. The one we were actually working on in the beginning of this video. But since it didn't get finished, in the video, that part ended up not getting in there. It didn't record like I thought it was going to. It had shut off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm working on another one here, and I'm gonna show you where we left off on the other one on the video, and we'll pick up here. So then that way you guys can actually see, like, front to back, the whole process of what I did. Where is my torch at, guys? Uh-oh, I lost my torch. Nuggets. I'm always losing everything. Oh well. I guess I will find it eventually. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so where we left off in the first part of the video was I put the cellophane down, the cling wrap down in the resin, and then we crinkled it up to let it cure. And then once it's cured, you take your cling wrap off of your resin, and then this is where we're at now, right? So, I got sticky resin on my mat from my last project I was doing, and it's all over my table, you guys. I'm sorry, just give me 1 second. I don't have no alcohol over here. Boy, I am so unprepared, you guys. My gracious, gracious granny. So, I want to show you something real quick. My daughter got this brilliant idea. She wants a frog to look like a strawberry. I I don't really know. So she wanted the like seeds to be yellow, so I did that with the UV resin, and then I did the frog red, and then I did its feet green, and then I need to figure out how to make a stem and leaves, like the top of the strawberry, to put on the top here. So that's kind of what I was working on when I got resin all over my table here. So I don't know, it's just a rough draft one. I don't know if it's gonna turn out right or not. It looks like the seeds are kind of looking more like yellow warts instead of seeds, so I don't know. We might have to do another try. But this is in my tester frog mold anyhow, so I'm just kind of messing around with it, trying to see what'll happen. I just wanted to share that with you real quick. So we're going to use the rose red, the chrome powder for this one. And this one here is I did the roses, and then the trim around here is actually dried rose petals that I cut up really small, and then gold foil mixed in. That's what the trim is here. And then this is the roses here. So yeah, this is actual dried rose petals and the gold leaf around the trim. And then I'm going to do the rose red here, and then we'll pour. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll put you on a brief pause while I go mix up the resin, and then we'll come back. So I keep bumping the camera. I'm sorry, you guys. Probably getting dizzy and seasick. So I'm just gonna take this rose red powder. I was back and forth on it. I keep putting my arm in that sticky. I'm gonna have to find my alcohol and clean it off. But I was back and forth on the color, what color I wanted to do it, because I kind of wanted to do pink, but the pink one then matched with my trim. And I should have thought that through a little bit more whenever I was doing the trim for this rose set, because this rose set does have pink roses in it too, along with the red. And I just wanted to do the roses and the gold flake trim so bad that I wasn't thinking, and I should have done it with a different sticker, not this one. But it's fine. It'll still be beautiful either way. So we're just gonna like take this chrome powder and dust all over the back of this here. And then we'll mix up our resin and dump it over, and then let it cure, and then we can demold it. And then you'll end up with a beautiful tray like the one I just showed you. The only difference I am doing with the newer trays compared to the other ones is the other trays I was going up along the edge, around the whole edge with the powders too. And I'm not doing that now because it's kind of making it look unfinished on the outside edges, and I don't like that. I don't know. I'm gonna try out on my other tray mold that got messed up. I'm gonna try out a couple of different things. Some of you have given me some ideas on some things to try. Somebody suggested Tack-It. I was even thinking about trying Mod Podge and seeing if Mod Podge would work to like put on, and then use your chrome powder to go over it to like make it touch it up in the spots where like it don't come out right. So that's gonna be another whole video for experimenting to see what we can come up with, what'll work. I'm just gonna do a video on it, testing out different things, so that way you guys can have an idea on what'll work and what won't work too. I'll save you the time of having to try it, and I'll just try it, and then you guys will know. But yeah, I was thinking if Tackett will work, if the Tackett will work, then, you know, Mod Podge should work, I would think. But maybe not too, you know? And then you gotta figure out, like, how much do you let it dry before you put the powder on, you know what I mean? I don't know. Somebody told me that you could do UV resin too, but I don't know about that. So I don't know. We'll try a couple different things. We'll try like different. We'll try the UV resin, we'll try Mod Podge, we'll try like some Tackett, we'll try a couple of different things. We'll see what works the best, what'll give us the closest finish to what we're looking for. So, this is basically all you do. You just literally brush your powders on all over, you know, burnish them in as good as you can. Now, if you know, if there's extra powder, loose powder, you can, you know, knock it off or blow it out or whatever if you want to. I don't worry about it. I just let it in there and I just pour over it. So it's up to you what you want to do though. You can do either. You can let it in there or you can brush it out, whichever. But this is actually looking pretty good. So I think our next step is, oh, okay, so, and another thing, some people wait until their resin is like completely cured before they take the cling wrap off and do this part here with the powders. I don't. I wait until it's just barely cured, like just barely cured, where it's still kind of like rubbery, and then I brush it on, because I did notice that the powders tend to stick better whenever it's kind of in that rubbery stage before it's 100% like solid cured. And yeah, so it does stick a lot. Look, I mean, look how much it's like burnishing into. It's way better than when I was waiting for them to completely full cure and then trying it. So, but I mean, everybody has their own ways of doing things, so yeah, this one's gonna be really, really pretty, I feel like, because these powders are like sticking so nice, so nice. And then I'm just taking my brush and I'm cleaning it off in my switching sponge. I gotta take a day here and clean this out again because it's needing cleaned out again. I should just honestly go buy a couple more of these. I do have another one. I got this one too, but these are at the Dollar Tree for $1, and I've had this one for like, oh my gosh, probably a year and a half or better, and it's starting to fall apart really bad because I use it so much and I wash it so much. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go mix up some resin and then I will be right back, okay? Alrighty, hold on 1 second. Alright you guys, so I got my resin mixed up here and I just mixed up some black, and it's not necessary at all, but I put in a little bit of crushed crystal, and it's literally just a tad. I just put a little tiny bit, you know, like a little bit on a popsicle stick end and just put it in there. I like doing it even though it really don't matter. I just think it makes it look prettier, like on the bottom. Obviously, if you're going to, if you're gonna cover your coaster with cork or something, you know, you don't need to really worry about what it looks like on the bottom so much, I guess. But I don't have any cork yet. I'm waiting on mine to get here, so I'm trying to make sure that I am, you know, at least making them look decent on the bottom as much as I can anyhow. So we're just gonna take our black resin and just pour it in over top of your brushed on powders. Now you don't have to use chrome powders either. You can use mica powders, you can use chameleon powders, you can use interference, you can use the auroras, you can use any kind of powder you want to. Don't have to be the chrome powders. And I do have other trays that I've made and are going to be making more of that I used regular powders on, just regular mica powders. And I have some where I've used the chameleon powders and some that I've used the interference or the auroras. So it obviously is going to change your outcome of your look depending on which powders you choose. I just chose the chrome because it was the rose red matches my color scheme of what I'm doing here, so not really anything too important. I am working on getting a vacuum chamber. I got a good deal on one where I can make monthly payments on it. It's $130 and I can make payments on it. I think it's like $40 a month or something like that. So I am working on getting one. Now, probably not gonna be able to really use it too much until I get moved, because I do not really have the room right now to have it set up to use it. But I'm hoping that Monday we will hear 100% whether or not we're getting this house that we have applied for. So I'm praying we do. Keep your fingers and toes and everything crossed for me, you guys. And thank you to all my new subscribers out there. Woohoo! I think last time I looked, I was at like 117 or 118 for subscribers. You guys are awesome. You're rocking it. Thank you so much. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So probably this coming week we're going to do the video for the giveaway. I was kind of hoping to get, a couple more people, so that way we had, a decent amount of people to put into the enter for the giveaway. So, but I think we're good where we're at. 118, that's pretty close to 120. If we can get the 120 by, before the weekend, great. If not, that's fine too. We'll go ahead and just get the giveaway on the road here. I do have some things already put aside in mind for the giveaway, and I have some other ideas on some things that I'm gonna put in there. So and then I do have some things I'm waiting on too, which is why I was kind of trying to hold off a little bit on doing it, because I was trying to get some more people, and then I was also trying to wait on some stuff that's coming, because there's a couple of things that I have ordered that I want to put in for the giveaway. So if it comes in time, it does. If not, then it will be put back for the next giveaway that we do, which will be probably, like 500 subscribers or something like that, or maybe I'll just get fun and do one before that, but I probably will. I probably won't be able to wait until I get 500 subscribers in a year or two from now. It'll be, oh, look, I got 300 subscribers. Let's do another giveaway, because I think that they're fun. And it's like my way of saying thank you to all of you out there that are supporting me and keeping me going, because, you guys are the reason why I do this every day. I mean, yes, I was doing it every day before YouTube by myself, but I just wasn't like as happy and as motivated and stuff as I am now, with being able to get on and talk to everybody and communicate, make the videos, and have everybody leave such beautiful comments. And I'm learning so much from everybody, which is absolutely awesome. I couldn't be happier. I wish I would have done this a long time ago, but it's okay. We're here now, guys. We're here now. And I want to do a live. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. I'm hoping that I could do a live. I want to do a live, like, craft along, and then do the announcement of the giveaway winner. So that's how I want to do it, is like do it on a live stream, like schedule a live stream for a certain day and time, and then do the giveaway announcement during that live stream. Now, obviously, if you're not there during the live stream and you're the winner, that's fine. You don't have to be there during the live stream to be able to win. If you win and you're not there during the live stream, I'll just do my best to try to contact you and get a hold of you to figure out how tell you to email me your information so that way I can get your stuff sent out to you, which will be so cool. Like, I think I'm more excited about the giveaway stuff than probably the person getting the stuff is gonna be. But I am adding, like, stuff to this giveaway box constantly. I'm adding, like, glitters, I'm adding molds, I'm just adding, like, a bunch of stuff. And so it's gonna be exciting, I think, you guys. So we'll just have to see. Now, I can't make the giveaway box, like, super huge because it will cost an arm and a leg to ship it, but I got a decent sized box already going. I'm not gonna lie, I have a decent sized box going, and if I can get this stuff in from the orders before, like, the giveaway, there's gonna be even more stuff than in this giveaway box, because I have a couple molds and a couple other little fun surprises that I'm going to put in this giveaway box. I'm so excited! So I just kind of hit it with my heat gun, my torch here real quick. Not my heat gun, my torch. Just to pop the bubbles as they're coming up. Just kind of hit them to get them to go down, to pop them. And then I use J-Diction resin, which I love J-Diction resin. They're amazing. I just love the products. Like, I absolutely love J-Diction. I love their UV resin, I love their epoxy resins, I love their deep pours. I love J-Diction resin. I really wish they would sponsor me because I really, really, really love using their products. J-Diction, if you hear me, shoot me some resin. I would appreciate it. Or anything, really. So, yep. But that's about it, guys. So whenever it's done and cured, then we will demold it and be back. Well, I guess you already kind of know what the finished product looks like. So, I mean, I guess you really don't need to wait to come back. But if you want to see what this one looks like, then I will probably just post it in my shorts. But you guys already kind of got the idea of what they look like. I showed you the other tray. So I'm going to go ahead and get this video uploaded and get it out to you guys. Alright guys, thank you so much. I love you. And check out in my description box for the Into Resin discounts. They're amazing. 20% off, you guys. It's crazy huge discount. And also, Let's Resin has a discount right now. Remover 20, and if you use that discount code for the bubble remover, then you get 20% off. And it's like it takes a huge chunk, like $20 or $25 off of it. So it's normally like $130 for the bubble remover, and it takes it down to like $100, you guys, with the discount code. It's Remover 20. It's an awesome code. I will put it down in my description too. Alright guys, thank you. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye bye.